good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Auburn Tigers, Jordan-Hare Stadium. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on the 15th-ranked team in the land, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. So the Colorado Buffaloes offense will have the football first. And what a performance, an aerial show from this guy in the last game, and he has to have a ton of confidence coming into this one, Dave.
Yeah, it was a great week. And watching that tape before this game, like you could tell, man, he was seeing it quick. The ball was coming out, just touchdowns at will. A really nice day. And I think, Jesse, you take that and you start to build on it for this offense and really continue to trust him to make plays through the air.
Yeah, it's a good point. I think he really earned his offensive coordinator's trust after that performance. So I'm anticipating the playbook to expand a little bit in this game. Maybe see some new schemes in the passing game just based on what this guy was able to do the last time he took the field.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Got room at the 35. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. Then it's the next play.
Turning it on. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. And the Buffaloes have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now second and goal and right in the teeth of this noise. They'll try to pound their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Tigers offense will go to work for the first time. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There are a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollack, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the...
Fires one high and deep. Snatches it on the run. And they'll bring him down after the long completion and explosive pass play for this offense. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
To the air on second down. Got it set up on the outside. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. The quick out. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And the field goal unit is on the field. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. The ricochet off the left upright and through. That'll bring him to within 4.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Off to a good start here, and back to work now with a 7-3 lead. And this one will be stopped for no gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player...
Oh, he's got some space. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Hands it off. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short. Running back searching for a hole. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, it's an offense that prides themselves on being physical. No mystery there. You need 1 yard, turn around, hand it off, let him go to work.
Leaves it with the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Out of the gun, they give to the back. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And this defense is a half a beat behind. They just can't quite keep up. They've got it down to the 21. And the Buffaloes will snap it on 1st and 10. This time they'll go to the running game. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Under fire. Makes the grab. Touchdown, Buffs. A great catch and run for 6. That touchdown was a clinic in keeping your offense on the field and wearing the other defense out.
Sometimes your best defense is your own offense, being able to stay on the field. You're absolutely right, Reese. That was a clinic. Running the ball, playing at great rhythm and pace, QB making good, smart decisions, and not shooting yourselves in the foot. No penalties, no turnovers. It doesn't get any better than that last drive.
They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. From the gun, running back on the move. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations.
Brings into the open. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling there out to the 35.
This guy's a game changer at the running back position, man. Don't you just feel like you have to be if you're going to be toting the rock at Auburn? Bo Jackson obviously won a Heisman Trophy. Cadillac Williams, Ronnie Brown on the same team at the same time. And then Tank Bigsby here in recent years, too. Physical runners, but they also had speed. They were the total package, and I think this guy fits right into that category.
Grab behind the line. It's Clark. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6.
Early in the game, I love getting my quarterback in a rhythm. Easy pitch and catch. You've thrown him 4,000 times. Not big shots, but just put you in nice positions on them.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Number 10 in punt formation to kick it away.
He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Guys, Colorado has the lead here, and they were able to build that lead into double figures. Let's take a quick look at our early stats before we move on. This could be a pivotal moment in this game as we open the second period and they try to find a way to answer. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Give to the single back. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Well, this defense obviously knows they have to be able to stop the run now in the second half if they're going to win this game. And you wonder if they were able to make some tweaks and some adjustments at halftime, maybe getting some more bodies close to the line of scrimmage to give themselves a chance to come back in this game.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Awesome job there on third down by the QB, working through his progressions. He wanted to go downfield, but the defense took everything away. So his eyes come down, he finds the drag route underneath, makes a good throw, and his guy does the rest to pick up the first. And there's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling along.
The Buffaloes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking to fire. Just a short pass to the tight end. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Right, second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Colorado! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still two quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Looking downfield on first down. Quickly to the tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Auburn lines up quickly. Wide receiver going in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He breaks his tackle. And he fights his way forward. Gets away from one, but not. Doing on that one.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Right on the money. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll pull it on the read. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Motion from the wide receiver. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Finds him out of the backfield. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up fourth down. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Brought down at the 33, but not before he gets 10. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, first and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
That has got to be so demoralizing for the defense. You haven't been able to stop this guy all game long, and here on third down, they're handing it off to him anyway because they don't think you can stop him. This defense right now, you see a lot of people hanging their heads a little bit because they're not playing with tons of confidence.
He's got his man. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. And the Buffaloes in a good spot here with second and short. Back to pass. It's complete. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Now sliding to his left. He is sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Just a catastrophic play there. And the Buffaloes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And his first pass is incomplete.
Man, that's one you expect him to make in his sleep, right? He's one of the better receivers in the entire country. He just dropped that one over the middle of the field.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Oh, he makes the catch. He won't get there. It'll bring up 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Gets drilled as he releases it, and the ball just trickles to the ground. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. On target. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. Auburn to the line in a hurry. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Find space on the right. They just gashed the defense on that one, and they've got it down to the 23. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Setting up the screen. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step out of bounds just short of the goal line. Almost a touchdown, but not in there yet. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And they get nothing. The ball remains at the 2-yard line. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Touchdown, Auburn! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And that touchdown is so big for this offense, right? Because here at the end of the half, you're just trying to find positives you can build upon in the 2nd half. And right when it was looking like this game was starting to get away from them, they're able to execute, score, and that's going to help their confidence.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. They'll leave it with him. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
You got to be impressed by what you've seen by this offense so far in this game. In the 1st half, they've got a nice lead, and they've been able to do it with explosive plays, but they've also been able to do it with efficiency and getting 1st downs.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffaloes!
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all 1st half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. They go to the ground. Got room to work. Picks up the 1st down. They get it out to the 36 and on the move after a pickup of 15. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. To the air on 1st down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A 1st half that saw a little bit of everything there on the Plains. And talk about a 1st half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense and that's something that's just very tough to quantify.
He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Got it behind the line. It's Clark. Turning it on! And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. And the Tigers are in the hurry-up.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. Hey, look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack.
It's a smart decision by the quarterback, but it's a frustrating one also because you're trailing in this game and you know you've got to hit some of these throws to get back in it. But the defense is doing such a good job in coverage. Nobody's open, so you've got to throw that one away. Smart decision, but it's a tough decision to make.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Looking to throw on first down. Fires on the move. Catch in the middle, it's Clark. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it first and goal. The Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Motion from the wideout. This is a designed run. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. Keep bringing the heat like that, you can fall in line with the likes of Derek Brown or Nick Fairley.
Man, I still remember that Nick Fairley season where he put the defense on his back. Cam Newton took care of the offense, but he ruled the defense, making big plays, getting in the backfield, getting after quarterbacks.
This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. It's complete to the right. He works his way to the 21-yard line. Not enough to pick up the first down.
Well, that time on third and long, they just took what the defense gave him. Nothing down the field. They were hoping maybe he could make somebody miss after the catch. Wasn't able to do it, so now it sets up fourth.
Can you believe this? The offense is going for it on fourth down. And they gambled in their own end, and now they give up really good field position. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Going to the ground. Stop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
I I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intensity.
And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Third play of the drive, and they need to take advantage of this field position by making something happen on 3rd and long. Runs through the tackle. He can't find enough room. Stopped at the 17, and it brings up a 4th down. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. That'll make it a 1-possession game. The lead is 8.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this game.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Both of these defenses a little bend, but not breaking in clutch situations, David.
It's always exciting when you can go for it on 4th down, and you know your defense will make a stand. They held them to a field goal, Jesse. It's a pretty good job by that defense.
It is. So if I'm this coaching staff, don't deviate from the game plan here. Go back to doing what you want to do and get established in this game.
The Buffaloes are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, they'll try to throw for it. Quickly out to the tight end. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Pass completion, move the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got his man.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's when he catch it, big fella.
Power football with the run. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Takes a hit as he fires. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Snagged out of the air. Oh, he's got some space. And he's brought down after a nice gain. And the Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. It's caught. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the 1st down. And the Buffaloes have a lot of options on 2nd and inches. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
When I think you're seeing the mental approach this offense is taking now, with a nice lead here late in the 3rd quarter, they're satisfied to just run the ball and chip away at this clock. This has been a really good-looking drive. Plenty of plays. They're staying on the field. They're bleeding and ticking this clock away. Nice job there getting it done on the ground.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quick handoff. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and...
Got some room headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Buffs! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That's number 2 on the day, having a day. I mean, you know he's going to catch the football, and you know he's going to make plays after he catches. Those are the kind of guys that you feature, and you find them, and they produce like this, you keep finding them.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Wants to go up top on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. So the final period starts with a second down play. Back to pass. Gets it to him on the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
I don't love the play call at this juncture in the game. You're down. You've got to take shots. The defense is not going to be blitzing, so these screens probably aren't going to work.
Got his man in the middle. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get...
Makes a catch. First down and maybe a lot more. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect fourth down call there. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete. Backed up now. Here's second and long. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
I think at this point of the game now in the second half, down by as many points as they are, it's going to be really hard for the offense to sprinkle in the run. They tried it there. It didn't work. I think you got to be thinking about the passing game now and start trying to identify playmakers out on the perimeter of the field that can get you back in this game.
The offense has got to find something here in the fourth quarter. You can tell pressing a little bit. They need that big play. They want that big play to try to make this game a better ball game. Took the shot.
He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And it's incomplete. The long pass on fourth down is to no avail.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. That's caught. It's Cantrell. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. First and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Colorado! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Georgia looked less like a pack of dogs and more like a group of road warriors in a solid victory. This team almost always plays tough between the hedges, and today they found a way outside of Sanford Stadium. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Makes the catch. It's Cook. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short. The clock's running out, and there's not a lot to talk about that's going to be positive for this offense.
And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
And I'm just not sure where to put the blame. And I know they're going to lose this football game. They've struggled, and he's been sacked. I know he's turned it over and thrown an interception, but they they haven't been in sync, and nobody's played really great, and they've got to find an identity on this offense moving forward.
And the Tigers want to pick up the tempo. On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Oh, and he just flat dropped it. You do not see this guy do that very often. It'll be 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. On 4th down, trying to find his man. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. He's got it and more than enough for a 1st down. Touchdown, Tiger! Once he got some room, it was over.
And that is such a backbreaker for the defense. 4th and long, they're expecting throw that time. Everybody's got their eye on the QB, and still somehow they let the guy get...
And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a 1st down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. They still have work to do, trailing by 2 possessions here in the 4th. They'll line up for the onside kick. Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
Hey, it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. He's brought down at the 49. That is well short of the 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. To the air on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Shakes off the defender. They stop him just short of the 1st down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game. They're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
The Tigers come to the line trying to find a way to convert on 3rd and very short. Surging forward on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
Soft spot in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside their 25, and they're set up with a 1st down.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. Just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29. The Tigers want to crank the tempo.
Man, that is a big negative play for this defense, putting them in reverse, getting the quarterback on the ground, and they better get ready again. Look at this offense. They're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Wants to go up top. Finds his big tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this 3rd down play. Clock running. They'll try to get the 1st through the air. And the defense, they've got him at the 27. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll take a shot. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted. Taking it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. First play of the drive comes from the 41. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Leaves it with the back. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. The Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. Give to the big fullback. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, 2 really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.